Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to our show. Remember, now what is it we're on? 3, 2, 1. Can you do it quickly? Try it quickly. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit, I didn't say it quickly. I meant do that. I went to see a concert last week. Max Bygraves came on. He says,
"Here, before I tell you a story, if you watch 3, 2, 1, you need hands to hold."
Even Harvey Smith's had a go, but he can only manage a third of it. I know somebody who can't do it, our resident booby prize, Dusty Bin. George, is he there? Oh, here he is. Here he is. All right. OK, he's got the 3 and the 1, but clever. He hasn't got anything else. He can't make it, can he?
Come on, show them, Dusty.
Yes, he has. OK. You win, Dusty. Take him away, George. Let's hope nobody wins him tonight. Put him with a car. We'll see them a bit later on. As you know, folks, on 3, 2, 1, we start with 3 couples in our quiz. Now, the winners of the quiz always come back next week. 2 remaining couples play a game, which leaves 1 couple to go forward for the big prizes. But remember, it is possible to go home with a pound note and a dustbin. Now, our couples have chosen their questions in front of the audience before the show. Their answers will be checked by our adjudicator, who will indicate on the board how they are doing. But if they do make a mistake, that's when they hear from you-know-who. Bernie Clifton, Chris Emmett, and Debbie Arnold. Come along right now and meet our gorgeous girl fighters, our gentle sex, with our star attraction, our contestants. Who this week are from the Midlands. Now, before we meet our quiz winners from last week, ladies and gentlemen, come along and meet a new member of the gentle sex, delightful Annie St. John from Blackpool. Annie, it's nice to have you here. And will you remind us who our quiz winners from last week are?
Peter Williams from Selly Oak, Birmingham, and his fiancée, Gillian Ridd from Wolverhampton.
And, of course, Peter, you're going to be a dentist eventually, aren't you?
That's right, yes.
You want to be a dentist? Well, why do you hate all of us people so much? You want to be a dentist?
Hate? I wouldn't say that.
Now, what made you really think of becoming a dentist?
I think it was because I wanted to work with people and in a sort of practical medical subject.
Well, you can't get closer than that, can you? Anyway, it's lovely to have the 2 of you here. Would you take their 2nd and 3rd round questions? Thank you very much indeed, Annie. Now, this, of course, is the easy round of questioning where they're playing for just £1 for each correct answer. But we do like them to do well in this round because the amount you win at the end of this round will be the amount you're playing for per correct answer in the 2nd round and 3rd round, of course. We also like them to answer alternately. That's Gillian first, Peter second, and so on. But we do stop them if they make a mistake, repeat an answer, or if the time runs out. Now, there are many answers to these questions. We only want 10 in 30 seconds. So are you ready to? Good. Good luck to the pair of you. Now, this is for £1. I'll give you a free one to start with. We want the usual names for headgear that is commonly worn out of doors in this country. We do not want headgear which is worn only in sport. All right? So usual names of headgear worn out of doors in this country. And I will start you with Berry.
Berry.
Cap.
Bowler hat.
Boater.
Trilby hat.
Top hat.
Rain hat.
Scarf.
A scarf.
And now a word from everyone's favourite Mad Hatter, Dennis Healy.
Hello. Yes, Dennis the Menace here. You know, it isn't generally known that I'm in favour of capital punishment. I think everybody with capital should be punished.
I'll go along with that. Gail, how well did they do?
Well, Peter and Jill have scored 8.
8. Because, in fact, there was a repeat there, Gillian. As you know, Peter said scarf, you also said scarf. There were a few more, like balaclava, sou'wester, Homburg, sun hat, flat cap, etc. Nevertheless, £8, that's what you're playing for each correct answer in the next round. Well done. Alan and Jenny, thank you so much. Now then, Mireille, who are our 2nd couple tonight?
This is Andrew Long from Helsowen, West Midlands, and his fiancée, Catherine Lawson from Hull, are both fellow students at Keele University. Andrew is studying international relations, and Catherine is reading history and French. Oh, French?
Oui.
Ça fait combien de temps que vous apprenez le français?
10 ans.
Oh, ça fait beaucoup, hein? Vous devez parler couramment.
Oui.
Oui, et vous allez aller en France?
Oui, j'enseignerai à un lycée à Lagny.
Mireille.
Oh, ça c'est très bon, hein?
Mireille, you're not giving her the answers to the questions, are you?
Oh non,
That's all we-
Ted, je ferai jamais
No, I
ça.
know you wouldn't do that. OK, would you take their 2nd and 3rd round questions? Thank you, Andrew and Catherine. It's lovely to have the 2 of you here. So you're studying, Andrew, at Keele University? Mm-hmm. What do you expect? What do you want to wind up doing?
Well, I'd like to do something in the civil service, either something to do with customs and excise or with the diplomatic service, something like that.
Oh, really? I see. Customs and excise, VAT. We'll watch that. I'll remember you. And Catherine, what about you? French, eh? Are you going to France eventually?
Yes, well, I hope to work in this country, but I'm going to France to teach English to French children in September, the end of September.
Oh, and you're looking forward to that, I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
Great. Nevertheless, you're going to play for £1. Each correct answer this time. He touched it for luck there. You didn't see that, but he did. You did right as well. This question for £1. We want the usual names of outer garments, that is, garments which are put over everyday wear when you go out of doors. I'll read that again for you. We want the usual names of outer garments, that is, garments which are put over everyday wear when you go out of doors, but excluding shoes and hats. We do not want different names for the same garment just because the name denotes a different fabric. For instance, fur coat, tweed coat, silk coat, but just an overcoat. So usual names of outer garments, and I will start you with overcoat.
Overcoat.
Cardigan.
Bomber jacket.
Sweater.
Trousers.
What have you done to my husband?
Oh!
He only came in here to buy a raincoat.
Well, it's his own fault. He asked for a belt in the back.
Jenny, how well did they do?
Andrew and Catherine have scored 4.
You scored 4, Andrew and Catherine, because you did say trousers, and our adjudicator says that you wouldn't put trousers on to go out of doors. Of course, you'd be wearing your trousers indoors. But nevertheless, you've made 4, so £4 for each correct answer. You're playing in the second round. Gail, thank you very much indeed. And Patsy, who are our third couple tonight?
Well, my couple are Gary Waters and his fiancée, Suzanne Bainin, who come from the Wirral in Merseyside. He works in engineering publicity and supports Liverpool Football Club, and Suzanne is a tax officer and supports Everton.
VAT here, tax here. This is going to be interesting. Being a tax officer, actually, we do have a special set of questions for you here. They're on vampires, mosquitoes, and leeches. Shouldn't say that, should I? Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, yes.
You do. Do you have a nice, friendly tax man to look after you?
Well, a lady.
Oh, it's a tax lady?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And Gary, now, you've got a lot to do with exhibitions. Now, what exactly do you do?
I cover the UK for our company, the exhibitions in Birmingham mainly, in the new NEC.
And is that all kinds of exhibitions?
Well, no, in the hydraulic oil fields.
Oh, I see. Well, this is your first round for £1. Good luck to the two of you. Nice to have you here. Your question is, we want the usual names for footwear that is commonly worn out of doors in this country. We do not want trade names nor shoes used in sport. All right? So usual names of footwear worn out of doors in this country, and we'll start with Wellingtons.
Wellingtons.
Plugs.
Sandals.
Leather shoes.
Flip-flops.
Boots.
Training shoes.
Walking boots.
Climbing boots.
Time up! Oh, it's no good, miss. This shoe won't fit. It's too tight.
Why not try it with the tongue out?
All right. It's sort of too tight.
Gail, how well did they do?
Well, Gary and Suzanne have scored 9.
Gary and Suzanne have scored 9. In fact, you did say, Suzanne, training shoes, but our adjudicator says that normally they're called trainers, but she has accepted that, so you have 9. So at the end of our first round of our questioning, we've got couple number 2 on £4. Last week was winners on £8, but in the lead at the moment, our couple number 3 here on £9. So, good luck, Gillian and Peter. You're going for £8 for each correct answer this time. Now, we want the Latin names for signs of the zodiac, all right? So, Latin names for the signs of the zodiac, and I will start you with Aries.
Aries.
Taurus.
Capricorn.
Pisces.
Libra.
Sagittarius.
Cancer.
Virgo.
Aquarius.
Capricorn.
I'm a Leo and you're a Sagittarius. We were made for each other. Shall we elope?
Sounds like a great idea.
Can we meet under the moon at midnight?
I can see us now. Me, you, and the moon. You wear a necktie. I'll know which is which.
Okay.
Jenny, how well did they do?
Gillian and Peter have scored 9.
They scored 9. Well done. Indeed, you did make the repeat. Of course, Pete, you did say... You said Capricorn, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's right. Nevertheless, that means you're playing for £72 for each correct answer in the third round. Good luck to you. All right, can we have the second set of questions for Andrew and Catherine? You're on £4. Good luck to the two of you. Your question this time is, we want the titles of traditional English Christmas pantomimes. We do not want plays based on popular books like Alice in Wonderland, so traditional Christmas pantomimes, and I will start you with Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves.
Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves.
Cinderella.
Puss in Boots.
Humpty Dumpty.
Babes in the Wood.
Sleeping Beauty.
Hey, Debbie, you're going to have a great chance to do your Barbra Streisand impression at Christmas. ITV are doing a new Jewish pantomime.
A Jewish pantomime? Oh, what's it called?
Abe's in the wood.
All right then, Gail, how well did they do?
Andrew and Catherine have scored 6.
Scored 6. You did, in fact, run out of time. There's just a few more you could have said, like Robin Hood, Dick Whittington, Beauty and the Beast, and Bluebeard, but nevertheless, you've got £24. That's what you're playing for each correct answer in the next round. Patsy, the second set of questions for Gary and Suzanne, who are on £9 for each correct answer. We want the traditional names given to wedding anniversaries. We just don't want the names, we want the names, not the number of years being celebrated, all right? So traditional names given to wedding anniversaries, and I will start you with tin.
Tin.
Gold.
Silver.
China.
Diamond.
Ruby.
Paper.
Wooden.
Glass.
George, this is our 50th anniversary. Couldn't we pretend we were still on our honeymoon? And you bite my ears like you used to. Where you going, George?
Up to the bathroom, get me teeth.
Okay.
Oldies but goldies. Jenny, how well did they do?
Suzanne and Gary have scored 8.
Scored 8, of course, because, Suzanne, you did, in fact, say glass and it's crystal, which is 15 years. Nevertheless, you have got £8, so the situation at the end of the second round, we've got couple number 2 here on £24, but joint at the moment, couple number 1 and couple number 3 on £72. Thank you, Annie. Right, so Peter and Gillian going for £72 for each correct answer, and good luck to the two of you. We want the names of the provinces of Canada. We do not want the territories like Yukon, but the provinces like Alberta. All right? So provinces of Canada, and I will start you with Alberta.
Alberta.
Saskatchewan.
Vancouver.
Good evening. After the Queen's recent visit to Canada, the Prime Ministers of Britain and Canada met for an informal chat.
Well, Mr. Trudeau, how's the wife?
Oh, Maggie, well, she keeps going away filming and leaving me alone.
You're complaining. I wish Maggie would leave me alone.
All right, then. Gail, how well did they do?
Well, Peter and Jill only scored 2, I'm afraid.
Only scored 2, Peter and Jill, because you did say that Vancouver is in the province of British Columbia, but nevertheless, you have got £144. Is that going to be enough to hold you there for next week? We'll find out in a moment. Thank you, Murray. Now then, we've got Andrew and Catherine here on £24 for each correct answer in the difficult round of questioning. Your question is, we want the names of islands situated in the Caribbean Sea. Now, there are large groupings like Greater Antilles, but we want the names of individual islands, all right? So names of islands situated in the Caribbean Sea, and I'll start you with Anguilla.
Anguilla.
Haiti.
Trinidad on the port bow.
Aye, Captain, and up the starboard bow, I can see Irish pirates.
How do we know they be Irish pirates?
Because they're wearing patches over both eyes.
A ripple. At last, a ripple. All right then, Jenny, how well did they do?
Catherine and Andrew have only scored one, I'm afraid.
Only scored one, Catherine and Andrew, because unfortunately Haiti, as our adjudicator says, is only half an island. It's half Hispaniola, and the other half of the island is the Dominican Republic. So unfortunately, it's only one, so you do have £24 there. Now, on our last round of questioning for Suzanne and Gary, thank you, Patsy, you're playing for £72 for each correct answer. Now, we want the names of countries on the mainland of South America, all right? So countries on the mainland of South America, and I will start you with Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Mozambique.
Yes, that indeed was a mistake, of course, Gary. You did say Mozambique. That's in Africa, not South America. There were many more, of course, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Venezuela, Bolivia. Nevertheless, what's the situation at the end of the third round of our quiz? We've got couple number 2 here on £24, couple number 3 on £72. But once again, for the second week running, our quiz winners, that's Gillian and Peter from the Midlands, £144. Congratulations. £144. Congratulations to the two of you. I know that's going to go back in the bank account, isn't it? Yes. Lovely. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you go too far away. We're going to look forward to seeing you in just a couple of moments. Don't forget, we've only just begun. On 3, 2, 1, whistle. Yes. Thank you. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2, as we say goodbye to our quiz winners, Gillian and Peter. They can go back to the West Midlands with another £144. So what have you won? 444, 2 weeks. Coming back next week, who knows, they could win 1,000. Well, our remaining couples are standing over here, preparing to watch our first sketch, which is the observation test. We're going to ask them 10 questions on it afterwards, because the theme of our show this week is ancient Rome.
Not the date. That's my name, Bernie Clifton, and I'm 44 years old. I would have been 45, but my father stuttered. Now then, the sale starts at 1x hours Roman time, which, according to my average sun timer, is in 3 grains time. What do you know? It's running slow. Serves me right. I should have got graded grains. Now then, here we are. The motto of the sale room is, save on a slave. So, Flavius, bring on the girls. Here we are, here we are. Come on, lad. There we go, that's it. My word. That's it, lad. Now, whip up a bit of excitement, lad. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? How's that for a bevy of beauties?
What about the one on the end?
What, the one on the end? Well, after a few bevies, she's beautiful as well. Oh! Well, that's cured me sinus. Now then, I'm after a quick sale to clear out the stock, so I'm not asking 50 drachmas, or 45 drachmas, or even 40. Who'll give me 30 drachmas to clear the lot now? Now then, will I get an eye from you, Plutonius, or you, Casca? How about you? Will you give me an eye, Claudius? Well, we're not hanging around all night for him now. Who'll make me an offer? 20 drachmas.
Here, I'll make you an offer. 10 drachmas, but I don't want the one on the end.
Well, I'll make you a better offer. Take the one on the end, I'll give you 10 drachmas.
John, I'll take them, wrap them up.
I know what you're thinking. I've lost on the deal, but at least I got rid of the wife. All right, lad. There you go.
Okay, lovely people, you can come round here. You all just come round this side here. There you go, Andrew, that's fine. Andrew and Gary, here in front of you are 10 questions, and they are all on that last scene. While you two guys are answering those questions, ladies, if you'd like to turn around here, Suzanne and Catherine, and would you come over here? That's right. If you'd like to go to that ice cream cart there, Catherine, you here. This game is called Get Your Lovely Lively Ices, all right? Here we've got a cone. The ice cream is on the end of the elastic. What you have to do is to get the ice cream in the cone like that. Dash up here. These little children cutouts, they've got little trays there. Put them in there. Get as many in there as you can. But you can't start running until, of course, it's in the cone, all right? If one falls out, you've got to stop and do it again. Get as many there as you can. Now, there are 3 whistles in this game. On the first whistle, you start. You go, OK, 3, 2, 1. Come on, change places with your partners. Fellas, you know which trolley you have to go to? Get as many in there as you can. Girls, answer those questions. Oh. Go on, Andrew, you can make it. That's it. Well done, Gary. Stop. Fine. Come back here to the table, will you? We're going to add up your scores. They're too busy having a look to see how well they've done. Thank you very much, George. Now let's see how well you have done. Would you like to do your own marking? The girls are on hand to see how well you did with the questions. The first question was, what was the age of the slave dealer? He was 44. Did you get that? You did? Oh, you got 45. You were a year out. What was the season of the year? It was the summer. How'd you do? Summer? Yes, summer. Good. 3, what time did the sale start? It started at 1x or 9 o'clock. Ah, good. Why was the egg timer slow? Because it had no graded grains. Number 5, what was the motto? Save on a slave. Did you get that? Number 6, how many slaves were for sale? 6. Good. Number 7, how were the slaves joined? By the wrists. Who? Manacles, shackles? Yeah, well, except both of those. All right, that's fine. Number 8, what was the first price asked for the slaves? 30 drachma. How'd you do? 50, wrong. Number 9, name one of the men the slave dealer asked for an eye from. Well, there was Casca, Plutonius, or Claudius. Yes? Cassius, that's fair enough. That's all. And the last question was, what price was offered? 10 drachma. 10 drachma you've got? 30 drachma, wrong. So what do we have at the end of the questioning? You've got 5, you have 6, so it depends on how many ice cream cones were put in those trays back there. How about it, Annie?
My couple scored 7.
Your couple scored 7. So 7 and 5 are 12. And how about your couple, Murray?
My couple scored 6.
6. So what do we have? 6 and 6 are 12. We've got a dead heat. That had to happen one day. It's happened tonight. So now we've got a tiebreaker. Well, this is a question about a well-known personality. Now, the first one to get it right, you can make a mistake, but the first one to get the answer right, of course, will go through to take it or leave it and the big prizes. This is the question. This TV personality was born in London in 1921. He was one of the discoverers of the famous Windmill Theatre. Along with Billy Dainty and June Whitfield, he starred in ITV's very first...
Terry Scott.
No, it's not Terry Scott. ITV's very first comedy sketch show back in '55. He also had parts in the following 4 films. Star in 1968, Hieronymus Merkin in '69, 1971 he was in the magnificent Seven Deadly... No, not Kenneth Williams, but you're trying hard. He was also in the magnificent Seven Deadly Sins and Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. This man is married to another TV personality who's known for her clothes and the recent baby they had. The gentleman, not the baby, has just finished starring in the West End of London in a show, and for 3 years now, 3 years he compared Sunday night at the Palladium.
Ted Rogers.
No, not Ted Rogers, Bruce Forsyth, you were right. Oh, dear. Congratulations. Oh, my. Thank you very much indeed, Andrew, for thinking of me. I did it for a few months, but it's very nice of you to say so. You've got, of course, the money you won in the quiz. £24. £24, there you are. And there's your silver photo frame. The photograph is in the post to you already. It's been taken of you during the show tonight, OK? Weren't they a great couple, folks? Thank you. You know, we got great couples on this show. He said, I hope you win the car. Isn't that a nice thought? Well, you know, who knows what's going to happen. You also... So do we. Money you won in the quiz was £72. Now, would you like to take that now? As usual? George. They're going to trust George. OK, George. OK, Suzanne, Gary, come over here to Ted's treasure table. Now then, Suzanne, if you'd like to stand there. Gary, just there. While we mic you up for sound. Now, this is where, of course, the big prizes are. We want you to be detectives here working out clues associated with our prizes in the sketches. Now, there are 6 sketches, of which you've already seen 1. There are 6 prizes, 5 super ones, including the car, and, of course, the booby prize, the dustbin, remember. Here from the last sketch, we've got Bernie.
Here we are, Ted.
MacGuffin.
Just had a whip round for the compare.
Thank you very much. Have you got a rhyme for the people?
Here's my point. The prize you've enlisted arrives power-assisted so that quickly you'll get through the day. If driven with zest, like my 6 of the best, you'll find you'll have more time to play. Must go now, pick up the wife. She keeps falling down. Ta-da.
She's going to be pleased with that.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean anything to you at the moment?
Not a lot, yeah.
Not a great deal. Well, just keep thinking about it for a moment or so. You don't have to really think hard until you've got 3 on the table and we reject 1. Well, we're going to have another sketch right now. You know, the film Cleopatra took years to make with just 1 interval in the middle. I think it was World War II. Anyway, our version takes just a few seconds. Look now at our Elizabeth Taylor-made production starring Debbie Arnold.
Even in Rome, there's a men shortage.
Oh, yeah.
You bearers may stay. Leave the litter here. I, Cleopatra, am here for a clandestine meeting with my beloved Antony. But where is he? My Antony. He's so tall, rich, energetic, and powerful. And I, Cleopatra, who could have any man in Rome, am not interested in Antony for his height or his riches, just his power and his energy. Oh, Antony, where are you? Mark Antony?
Never mind, Mark Antony. If it's energy and power you want, then Anthony Wedgwood Ben is your man. Vote for me, comrades. Vote for...
What are you looking?
MacGuffin
Yes?
is my snake bracelet.
I see. And you have the rhyme there.
I have the rhyme.
What'd
right?
you say, Deb?
You'd be carried away, mostly by day. This thing's often left outside. So take it on trust. This is a must if you want to be taken for a ride.
Thank you very much, Deb. Well, Gary, what do you reckon? Could be the car, it could be the dustbin. Could be the car, could be the dustbin, eh? Well, I tell you what, you've got to start really making up your mind when the next MacGuffin is here on the table. Right, we're going to have another sketch. We're going back to Rome, this time to the residence of Calpurnia, Julius Caesar's wife. Now, she's been faithful to him for 2 years, and now he's returning from the wars.
There's no place like Rome. There's no place like Rome. Good morning, girls. I'm so happy. Caesar's returning home today, and I've just received this marble postcard chiseled in his own handwriting. But do you know, Caesar is so jealous. Before he left for Gaul, he had poor Marco boiled in oil, and that was just for daring to talk to me.
Mistress, that's terrible.
It's worse than you think. Poor Marco was only my parrot. But now, I must make haste and make myself as alluring as possible for Big Julie. Tanya, hand me my spice of Araby. There. That should drive him frantic when it reaches his nostrils. But here comes Caesar now, my romantic one.
Hello. Who's been boiling cabbage? I'm sorry I'm late, but the Appian Way was blocked with Hannibal and his blooming elephants. One of them was doing a ton in the fast lane. But it's great to be home.
I'm so pleased to see you. But tell me, how were things in Gaul?
Ah, victorious. Listen. Those bells are ringing for me and my Gaul.
Julius.
Yes?
It's been 2 long years since I felt the warmth of your embrace, since I felt your strong, manly arms. Oh, let's repair to the resting room.
No, not just now, love. I've got a headache. Besides which, I've got to pop off to the portico and talk to my senators, Brutus, Cassius, Casca, and the other 2, you know.
But, Julius, take care. 'Tis the Ides of March.
I thought it was the middle of September. Don't worry about the senators. They're my mates. Those lads wouldn't harm me. So I'll see you anon. Or even sooner.
He's gone. My husband has gone to join those sworn traitors. Yes! It's just as I thought. They've surrounded him, and 5 of them are plunging their daggers into him. I can't bear it! Julius, what
to you.
Well, they've cured my headache. This acupuncture treatment's marvellous.
Madeline Smith. Hey, Maddie. Maddie, it's lovely to have you here with us, looking
Thank
as
you.
lovely as ever. I believe you've just finished a stint in the West End of London, is that
Yes,
right?
I have. I've just been in a play called Shut Your Eyes and Think of England.
You're leaving this, are you, as the MacGuffin? That's
I am.
The marble postcard.
My postcard.
And is that your rhyme there?
I'm afraid it is.
Oh, would you like to read it for these lovely people?
Even Caesar's wife, it's been agreed, put things in this she didn't need, and watched a man with a strong, firm grip carry this off just for the tip.
Oh, you can hear it all rumbling through the audience. They know what it is already by the sound of it. Maddie, it's been lovely having you here. Would you like to take those? They're for
Oh,
you.
I would. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen,
indeed.
Madeline Smith. Thank you. Well, here we are, Gary. Suzanne, this is rejection time. You have to reject one. You just heard that rhyme from Madeline Smith with the postcard, the marble postcard. I can read you the snake bracelet or the whip, which came from the first sketch. Which would you...
Snake bracelet,
You like, to hear,
please, yes.
you like to hear the snake bracelet again? That came from Cleopatra. You'd be carried away, mostly by day. This thing's often left outside. So take it on trust. This is a must if you want to be taken for a ride. Now, which one will you reject?
The third one seems most likely, doesn't it? Do you reckon?
I think so, yes.
You think so? If you don't think he's right, you argue with him, Suzanne.
Oh, I'll argue with him.
He does it all the time.
Is she?
Yeah, I think the third one.
You think so,
we'll
Gary?
reject
Yes,
that.
but-
Definitely? Okay, then.
Yeah.
You're going to reject Madeline Smith's marble postcard. Now, let's see what it was. Rejecting the marble postcard. You've just rejected Mrs. Caesar's French postcard. The rhyme said that even Caesar's wife put things in this price she didn't need and watched a man with a strong, firm grip carried off for the tip. Well, that sounds very much like our booby prize, Dusty Bim, being carried off to the rubbish tip, huh? But that would be rather too obvious, and we do try to make you earn your prizes on this show. So what else might a wife put something in she doesn't always need? Well, any man in our audience or anywhere that's been on holiday with his missus knows that they'll stuff everything they can in to take away, including the kitchen sink. Then you have to tip the porter to carry it away. Right. It being the prize you've rejected. What is it?
Car.
No, it's not. It's a complete range of suitcases. These came from the famous firm of Gucci. 3 different size suitcases, a wardrobe bag, an overnight grip. In all, 5 travel items in superb, lightweight, waterproof material. And the price tag would be £800. Would you believe that? Yes, Gucci. £800. It's fantastic, that. Look at that. So, unfortunately, you have rejected it. And I'm afraid we're just going to go away for a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen. You sit tight, come back pretty soon, because we've not yet done on 3, 2, 1. We'll see you then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of our show, where Suzanne and Gary have just rejected a marvellous prize, £800 worth of fabulous luggage. But not to worry, there'll be 4 more MacGuffins on the table before you take home the one that is associated with the one that's left, all right? Now we're going to have another sketch. We're going back to Rome, this time to the dressing room of the Colosseum during the fights between the Christians and the Lions. So far, the score is the Christians 0, Lions 127.
It won't be long now, Mother. You'd think they'd provide more protection than a little dagger like this?
Just to think I brought you up after all these years and I'd probably never see you again.
Don't cry, Mother. I don't want to go and leave you crying like this. Dry
You're right. It's silly of me.
That's better. Oh, there goes another one of us. It's time. The lion's waiting.
Before you go, haven't you one last word for your mama?
Yes, aim for his throat. Lions don't like that. I'm in row G, seat 9. I'll give you a wave.
Oh, good. Yes. chickened out at the last minute
I
there.
did, yes, yes.
What are you leaving? That's the dagger, the MacGuffin, is it?
Well, not really, no. That's one of Bernard Manning's toothpicks.
Was it?
I'll leave it for you all the same.
And you have a rhyme as well?
I have indeed, yes. If Mum had managed to save her skin, this prize she'd like to have won. It could have been the key to turn her on, but the cheaper design's more fun.
Ah.
That's made you think.
It has indeed. Thank you very much, Chris. Fine.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, says Suzanne. Why, oh, dear, Suzanne? Do you think what do you think that could be? Anything special?
No idea.
No?
Not
Well,
at all.
I can read you the snake bracelet again, or, again, the whip from the slave dealer. Which would you like to hear?
Snake bracelet.
Snake bracelet.
Snake bracelet. Yes, all right. You'd be carried away mostly by day. This thing's often left outside, so take it on trust. This is a must if you want to be taken for a ride. So, one has to go. Which one will it be?
This is it.
Well, I don't know. I think the bracelet. What do you think?
I'll say women's tuition. Go on, intuition.
Well, hang on, we got an Everton Liverpool hook up.
We never worked that one out.
What do you really think?
Go on, we go for the bracelet.
Yeah.
Yes, you will?
Yes, we reject the bracelet.
All right, then, you're rejecting Cleopatra's bracelet. Now, then, let's see. I can't get it open. It's really sealed down, this one. What does it say? Yes, the rhyme said you'd be carried away mostly by day. Well, in the sketch, Cleopatra was carried away in a litter. And it went on to say, this thing's often left outside. Well, did you put those two thoughts together? Did you come up with dustbin, maybe? Let's see what else the rhyme said. So take it on trust. This is a must if you want to be taken for a ride. Well, if you did think this might be a dustbin, then you were indeed taken for a ride, because it's the other thing that can be carried away when it's left outside. It's tonight's star prize, the car. Well, look at that. George had the keys all ready for you, but you've rejected it. What a shame. Okay, George, reverse, take it away. I'm afraid it has gone, Suzanne, Gary. What a shame. Not to worry, we've got many more marvellous prizes here. Trick is trying to reject that dustbin. That's what you've got to do. So let's get rid of Cleopatra's bracelet right here and now. We're going to have another sketch. Just keep thinking about it all the time. You know, all roads lead to Rome, and we just can't get off the road tonight. We're going back now to the old Roman Empire. And the way the gags are coming out, it could be the old Hackney Empire. They're old and they're hackneyed. Anyway, something strange is happening on the Roman shores. Now, what could it be?
It's me. I'm a stranger on the shore.
It's Acker Bilk, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, wait a minute, Acker. Just what are you doing in Rome?
Well, I always fancy doing a little bit of the Alec Guinness on Nero.
Oh,
Fancy
really?
Nero.
Fancy that? Well, I'll tell you what, you're on. We'll put you in our next
Nero.
sketch, all right? What are you going to leave for these lovely people as a MacGuffin?
Well, there's a picture of my latest record.
That's your latest record?
Here's a ragamuffin here.
That is all right.
That's a MacGuffin. Do you want me to read it?
Would you please?
This prize may make a lot of noise. There's room inside for plenty. A lot of people keep it full because it won't go when it's empty. Doesn't make any bloody sense to me, no.
Oh, well, there you are. We'll find out in a minute. Now, don't get dressed for Nero. We'll look forward to seeing you in our next sketch. Acker Bilk, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Acker's new record there. You've heard the rhyme. I could read you the slave dealer's whip again, or the dagger, which came from Chris.
Yeah, read the dagger,
Read out the
please.
dagger.
You'd like to hear the dagger again? Yes, that came from the gladiator going out to meet the lions. It said, if Mum had managed to save her skin, this prize she would like to have won. It could have been the key to turn her on, but the cheaper design's more fun. So, Suzanne? Gary? What do you reckon? Any idea?
What do you think?
Well, the disc sounds easy, but the last time it wasn't.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna try again.
What do you think?
Of the disc.
Okay.
Yes, going along with that, Suzanne?
Yeah.
All right, you're rejecting Acker Bilk's latest record. You're not Kenny Ball fans, are you? Right, okay, let's see what Acker has left here. It says, you've rejected Acker's record, and the rhyme said the prize may make a lot of noise. there's room inside for plenty. Well, of course, cars make noises. The ones we give away certainly have plenty of room inside, but we know the car's gone. It went on to say a lot of people keep it full because it won't go when it's empty, and that's true about a car. It won't go when it's empty, but it's also true about something else if you think it out carefully. Now, what's often noisy when manhandled has plenty of room inside and is not taken away when it's empty. It's what you've rejected, tonight's booby prize, our old mate, Dusty Bin. What'd you say, Suzanne?
He is nice, isn't he?
He is nice. You can say that again. He comes out with a different get-up each week. He looks terrific as Nero.
Yeah.
Take him away, Patsy. Thank you. Right. We now have just one more sketch to go. Now, you heard that Hacker Bilk said he wanted to give a Guinness-type performance. Well, this could well be the Guinness that isn't quite so good for you, if you know what I mean. We're now going over to the balcony of Nero's palace.
Do you think anybody would notice I'm miming?
Nero,
what?
Look at the crowd down there. They're angry because of your tyrannical ways. They didn't like it when you spilt the blood of Brutus.
And even less when I splashed it all over.
You must promise not to lead them such a merry dance.
They've seen nothing yet, mate. You wait till I get that lot moving down there.
You're not going to.
Yes, I am. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Grab your partners, one and all. Just make believe you're invading dolls. Swing your partners, don't delay. Beat 'em up the Appian way. Don't sit all, drink up the rear. Imagine you backed into a spear. On your partners, go up home. 'Cause that, my friends, is the end of Rome. Just made it, Ted.
You made it? You're leaving the old violin as the MacGuffin?
I am indeed. That's my MacGuffin, Ted.
Yes.
And also, I have a little poem here.
Yeah, but just before you read that, ladies and gentlemen, Bernie leaves us this week. He's been with us just for a couple of weeks. He's got to go on to do other things. What exactly are you doing, Bern?
Well, Ted, I'm not allowed to tell you where I shall be for the next 13 weeks on Friday at 5 to 5. But here's a crackerjack pencil. Crackerjack! I said it. Ted, here's my poem. Nero burned up all of Rome, leaving no street with a home. What a fiery feast so rare. With ignition advanced, how those citizens danced to a life in the open air. I've got to go now, Ted. I'm breaking these legs in for a seagull.
Not the ostrich, is it?
Oh,
Bernie
right, mate.
Clifton, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you very much. Well, you heard that from Bernie. Again, I can read you the dagger or the whip from the first sketch. Which one would you like to hear out of these two?
Your choice.
The dagger again, please.
I'd like to hear the dagger again. Okay, then, Suzanne. It says, if Mum had managed to save her skin, this prize she'd like to have won. It could have been the key to turn her on, but the cheaper design's more fun. So, they're not easy, are they? No. But it gets you thinking, doesn't it, huh? You've got to reject one. Which one will it be? They want help. They want help. A titter ran through the audience. He wants help.
Oh, dear.
And what do you reckon? You got rid of the car, you got rid of the dustbin.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Uh-huh.
The dagger.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Dagger, Suzanne?
I think
Yes,
so,
go
yes.
All right,
dagger.
Gary. Fair enough. You're rejecting the dagger, which, of course, came from the Colosseum. Yes, indeed. It says you've rejected Chris's dagger. The rhyme said if Mum had won this prize, it could have been the key to turn her on. Well, what do you turn on with the key? Something that's designed. Car, of course, that's gone. That wouldn't have taken into account the first line. If Mum had managed to save her skin. And the last line, but the cheaper design's more fun. Does that make it any clearer to you? Not yet.
Really, no.
Well, what cheaper designs are fun and are connected with skins? Fur coat. Well, fun fur's right, yeah. It's not the fun fur you've rejected the real thing, a mink coat. And there it is. You're looking at a full-length mink coat in a natural pearl coat. And if that one wasn't your size, you could have had one made to measure. There's winter warmth at its best. 1,700 pounds. That's for the lady. For the gent, we have a stainless steel digital calculator Seiko watch. This timepiece of today gives you the date and does your sums. One sum it did was its own price, £170. A full-length mink coat in natural pearl colour. There you are, isn't that beautiful? Just try that on for size, Suzanne. See what it feels like. Look at that, that's right. How's that make you feel, huh? Never mind the car now.
Go to the match in it, though.
Yes, you don't. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there'd have been a punch up at the cop with that. Well, thank you very much, Jenny. I'm afraid that was a great prize. You've rejected it, but that's the way it goes. Thank you. Well, here we are. Now we're down to 2. We've got the violin that Bernie brought in a little while ago, and the slave dealer's whip, which also was Bernie's from the first sketch. So I can read both of those again. Which one would you like to hear? Doesn't really matter, does it? Shall I give it to you this way? Slave dealer's whip says, this prize you've enlisted arrives power assisted, so that quickly you'll get through the day. If driven with zest, like my 6 of the best, you'll find you'll have more time to play. There's a few thoughts running around out here. Let's read Bernie's violin again. Nero burned up all of Rome, leaving no street with a home. What a fiery feast so rare, with ignition advanced, how those citizens danced to a life in the open air. Now, oh, listen to what's going on. What do you think it is? Caravan. She thinks that's a caravan, that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, the choice is yours.
You can see the whip.
You reject one, the one left is the one you're going to take home with you tonight.
I think I do, yeah.
You reject the violin? Yeah.
I think we reject the violin.
You're absolutely unanimous on that?
I think
Gary?
so, yes.
Suzanne, let's see what you're rejecting. The violin. All right, let's see what it is now. Rejecting Nero's fiddle. The rhyme said Nero burned up all the streets of Rome. Well, you burn up streets if you travel fast in a car. Later on, it mentioned the advanced ignition, which is yet another feature of a car. So the prize is no car. We know that's gone. It wouldn't tie up with the bit about fiery feast so rare in the way of life in the open air. What would have ignition, and you would use if you were having a fiery feast in the open air?
Barbecue.
A barbecue. Yes, you'd ignite the prize. You've rejected this lovely wagon barbecue. That's right, it comes complete with this patio furniture. Look at that, isn't that incredible? How about that? Isn't that something? What a prize. So this is the prize you'll be taking home with you tonight. The prize you've enlisted arrives power assisted so that quickly you'll get through the day. If driven with zest, like my 6 of the best, you'll find you'll have more time to play. Now then. The slave seller's whip. The rhyme said the prize was power assisted, and if driven with zest, would give you more time to play. Of course, that sounds like a car, but what about the other 2 lines, like the one that mentioned 6 of the best? Well, Gary, don't smile. It wasn't the 6 slave girls in the sketch. It was the remaining line that had the key to it all, so that quickly you'll get through the day. Well, this prize would certainly have ensured you get through the work at home much, much quicker. And see the connection with the sketch when I tell you what you have won is 6 mechanical slaves. Here's half a dozen around-the-house helpers you'd love. For him, there's an electric lawnmower, plus a power hedge trimmer, and to keep him looking spick and span, an electric shaver. Now for her, the morning treat of tea in bed. Not made by him, but something much more reliable. An automatic tea maker. For the kitchen, there's a food mixer and 4 attachments. And to make your home clean, a shampoo polisher. Wait, we're not done yet. For you both, there's £100 of the taxi rides to and from the high street to bring your shopping home. And that's all yours. How about that? There you are, Gary, that's for you. Don't forget, £100 worth of taxi rides. Fair enough to do your shopping. Well, I think that's a marvellous prize. You happy about that?
Yes, great.
Lovely, lovely folks. They've been terrific people to be on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back next Friday. Don't forget, we'll see you then with lovely people like this, a lot more prizes, more star guests. Till we see you, take care, have a wonderful week. Good night, everybody. Congratulations.